everybody. John Costa, Costa Health and Fitness, and we're going to go in quick about proper rest time in between workouts. This is a very common question, something a lot of people are concerned at because they want to make sure they're doing it properly, and we don't want you to get hurt. That's the last thing that you want, is to put yourself in a position where you get hurt. So we're going to go over this quick and just talk about the reason why we recommend this amount of time for your workouts. So when we're talking about endurance, so we're talking about swimming or running or biking or any of these kinds of endurance exercises or endurance workouts that you do, we recommend 24 hours. Now you can do it in less, but the standard should be try to keep it around the 24-hour rule. That gives your body enough time to recover and rest from what it just went through, especially if you're putting a lot of long miles and like if you're putting high mileage on a consistent basis. So you're a runner, you're doing 4, 6, 8 miles. You're training for a marathon or something else like that. 24 hours is very appropriate. If you're talking about if you go biking and you do a couple of miles a day, but if we're talking about you're training for like a triathlon or something, so you're putting in 20 miles or plus or whatever it is, something like that on a bike, make sure you're giving yourself 24 hours in between. Same thing with swimming. I was a high school swimmer, and by the end of the season, sometimes I would swim in the morning before school, and then swim during practice. And towards the end of the season, I was just totally gassed. And I was a high school kid. So you want to make sure that you're giving yourself 24 hours. Stick to that 24-hour span, and you won't have any problems. Now, we're talking about any type of hypertrophic exercises, workouts, where we're trying to build muscles, okay? So we're lifting our weights, and we're lifting heavy, and we're trying to build muscles, and we're burning fat, and we're doing all this stuff. You want 48 hours to 72 hours. And the reason why minimum is 48, because the first 24 after you have a heavy workout, and you're sore and everything else like that, your body is recovering. Your body is trying to cope with what you put it through. So it is recovering from that. Once you reach that 24 hours and you go past the first 24 hours, now you're doing what's called delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, as some people call them. You might hear people talking about needing to get those DOMS. That means that they're after the first 24 hours and their body is still sore, but now this is the part where your body is repairing itself from the workout. This is when it's okay to put another high strain on your body. Your body will adapt during this time. If you do it too many times in that first 24 hours and you go really heavy a lot, you're going to end up overworking your muscles or overworking yourself, and you're either going to get tired and you're going to bomb out, or you're going to get tired, you're going to lose your form, and you're going to get hurt. So 48 hours to 72 hours, once you reach into DOMS, then it's a good time for you to be working out again. You don't want to go more than 72 hours because now your body has completely repaired itself, it's rested, and it's like you're starting back at zero. So try not to go more than 3 days in between working a muscle group because you've given that muscle too much rest now. You want to attack that muscle while it's still rebuilding itself. And that's how you're going to get the faster build, and that's how you're going to be able to get faster gains, where you're going to be able to gain the weight that you can lift faster. You're going to be able to burn more fat, more calories faster. You're going to be able to just get your size that you want faster if you're hitting it in that time where you're in DOMS. So just a quick recap. If you're doing endurance, 24 hours and stay to that 24-hour rule. Anything more than that, when you're lifting weights and you're getting into that kind of workout, 48 to 72 hours is the best window for you to be able to do your workout. Now, I'll make another video soon, and we'll talk about the real specifics of DOMS and hypertrophy and how it affects your body and why you specifically need this amount of time and everything else. But until we have that video out, just keep coming by, checking out the other videos that we have, and hope to see you guys sometime soon.